Hello, New York Yankees fans. We have brand new exclusive videos and the latest news for you. Before we get started, we'd like to invite you to join our channel and give this video a like. It's crucial to get exclusive access to the latest updates. Now, let's talk about the Yankees side of this. Why would they go after Freeman, a player who just turned 35 and has already achieved everything a player can dream of? The answer is simple: leadership, reliability, and postseason pedigree. The Yankees have been desperately trying to find that clubhouse anchor, someone who can not only produce at an elite level, but elevate the rest of the team with poise and championship experience. Freeman is exactly that. He's not just a first baseman. He's a captain without the title. And let's be real, Anthony Rizzo has struggled to stay healthy, and the Yankees aren't about to watch another postseason slip away while waiting for young prospect to develop. Bringing in Freeman would be a bold, all-in move that signals to the league, we're here to win now. And think about it. Freeman in Yankee Stadium, with that short porch in right field, that's potentially 35 homers a year, even if he's not at his peak. The Yankees know that windows to win a World Series don't stay open forever, and with Aaron Judge entering the heart of his prime, pairing him with Freeman could create one of the most dangerous 3 to 4 combos in baseball. But what's in it for Freddie Freeman? That's the million-dollar question, or rather, the multi-million-dollar one. Let's not pretend this would be just another payday. Freeman has made his money. He's played in big moments. He's won a ring. So why now? Why the Yankees? According to insiders, this isn't about ego or headlines. It's about legacy. Freeman wants to end his career not just as one of the greats, but as a Hall of Famer with multiple championships. And where better to chase rings than in New York, under the bright lights of Yankee Stadium, with a roster that's always built to contend. Sources close to Freeman say he's long admired the Yankees organization from afar, their tradition, their history, the pinstripes, even their fans. And while leaving the Braves or Dodgers would be emotionally tough, the idea of closing out his career in the most iconic uniform in sports could be too tempting to pass up. It's not just about numbers anymore. It's about impact. It's about walking away from the game knowing you wore the uniform that Ruth, Gehrig, DiMaggio, and Jeter wore, and possibly adding your own chapter to that legendary history. Financially, this deal would be massive. We're hearing numbers in the range of 3 years, $90 million, with a possible mutual option for a 4th year. And the Yankees, believe it or not, seem ready to go all in. They've cleared some payroll space. And while they've historically been cautious about signing players over 33 to long-term deals, this would be the exception to the rule. Because Freeman isn't showing signs of slowing down. In fact, his last 2 seasons have been some of the most consistent of his career. He's hitting over .300, still driving in 100-plus RBIs, and playing elite defense at first base. The Yankees front office reportedly views Freeman not as a gamble, but as a foundational piece, a stabilizer for a lineup that's been, at times, volatile and injury-prone. The cost is high, yes, but the potential return is even higher. Think about the marketability. Think about the ticket sales. Think about the headlines. Freeman in the Bronx. The Yankees haven't made a splash like this since Stanton. But this isn't just a splash, it's a tidal wave. And for Hal Steinbrenner, this might be the boldest move of his tenure. Of course, this has Braves fans in complete disbelief. Let's not forget, Freeman is Atlanta baseball. He was the loyal soldier who stayed during the rebuild. He was the emotional leader during the 2021 World Series run. Kids in Georgia wear his jersey like it's a superhero cape. So the mere thought of him donning Yankees pinstripes is borderline sacrilegious in Braves country. But sometimes, business is business. When Atlanta passed on re-signing him after 2021, opting for Matt Olson instead, something shifted. Freeman was hurt, and though he handled it with class, insiders say that pain never really left him. The reunion with the Dodgers was convenient and productive, but it wasn't home. And maybe New York offers something that feels like a new purpose, a final chapter worthy of his career. Braves fans may feel betrayed if this happens, but the writing has been on the wall for a while. And if the Yankees offer him the respect, role, and runway to compete for more championships, who could blame him for saying yes? Sometimes the storybook ending doesn't come where you started. it comes where history lives. And for baseball, that place has always been New York. Now let's talk clubhouse dynamics. Adding a player like Freeman isn't just about on-field stats. It's about presence, influence. And the Yankees clubhouse has lacked that unshakable veteran voice since Brett Gardner retired. Sure, Aaron Judge is the captain, and he leads by example. But Freeman brings a different kind of energy, a calming confidence, a teacher's mindset, and an ironclad work ethic. Young players like Anthony Volpe, Oswald Peraza, and Jason Dominguez could benefit massively from being around him every day. He's the kind of player who lifts everyone around him, not just with his bat, but with his daily preparation, his attitude, and his ability to stay grounded in chaos. This Yankees team has had all the talent in the world the past few seasons, but something has been missing, something intangible. Freeman could be that missing piece. Not just a bat in the middle of the order, but a leader who shows up early, sets the tone, and brings everyone along for the ride. And if there's one thing the Yankees have struggled with recently, it's chemistry. Freeman doesn't just fit, he molds the team around him. And that's what makes this rumor feel so real, because it solves so many problems at once. The reaction around the league has been intense, even though the deal isn't confirmed. Executives are quietly fuming, players are texting each other in disbelief, and fans are already debating online whether this makes the Yankees the favorites in the AL. Some insiders say rival GMs are in panic mode. One executive reportedly said, "If the Yankees get Freeman, we're all screwed." That's the kind of respect Freeman commands. And when you add him to a lineup with Judge, Stanton, Glaber, and possibly even Soto if the Yankees extend him, you're looking at modern murderer's row. This isn't hyperbole, it's the real deal. And the psychological impact on the rest of the AL East would be massive. The Red Sox? Playing catch-up. The Blue Jays? Scrambling for pitching. The Rays? Praying their analytics can keep up. Freeman wouldn't just change the Yankees. He'd change the entire calculus of the American League. And if this deal gets announced in the next few days, you can bet Vegas will shift the odds immediately. Because a move like this doesn't happen quietly. It rumbles. It shakes the foundation. And that's exactly what we're starting to feel across the league right now. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Interestingly, the media narrative is already turning. Just a few days ago, most analysts were saying the Yankees needed pitching, not hitting. But if this deal happens, it changes the narrative completely. Suddenly, they're not just a contender, they're the favorite. And make no mistake, the Yankees aren't stupid. They know they still need arms. But pairing a Freeman signing with a potential trade for a frontline starter like Corbin Burns or Dylan Cease, that's the kind of 1-2 punch that wins October. This isn't about choosing offense over pitching. It's about stacking elite talent across the board. Brian Cashman has been under fire for years, but a move like this could instantly reestablish him as one of the most aggressive and savvy GMs in the game. Freeman brings star power, yes, but he also brings credibility. He's not a streaky bat or a hope for the best guy. He's a machine. And the Yankees haven't had a first baseman like him since Teixeira. Add that to the Judge-led outfield and a potential breakout from Volpe, and you're looking at a roster that can hang with anyone, anywhere. The Freeman move, if it happens, is about more than 2025. It's about building a dynasty. Fans are already flooding social media with reactions, theories, and even mock lineups. Some are skeptical, sure, but many are ecstatic. Freeman's potential fit in New York feels tailor-made. And what's fascinating is how this deal has remained mostly under the radar until now. Usually, with a name this big, rumors leak early. But this time, it feels like something orchestrated behind closed doors, intentionally quiet, until it was too big to contain. That's classic Yankees. They don't talk. They act. And if this goes public soon, it'll be one of the most dramatic announcements of the offseason. Imagine the press conference. Freeman in pinstripes, holding up that iconic jersey. A new chapter beginning, one that could reshape the Yankees for years. Fans are hungry for a title. It's been over a decade since their last. They're tired of being in the mix. They want dominance. And this is the kind of move that delivers it. Whether you love or hate the Yankees, you can't ignore what this means. Baseball just got a jolt. And as crazy as it sounds, Freddie Freeman in the Bronx might be the spark that lights the fire again. There's also talk about how this move could affect the clubhouse dynamics in Los Angeles. The Dodgers weren't expecting to lose Freeman. They were comfortable, maybe too comfortable. And if Freeman walks, it sends a message. Even the best-run teams can get caught off guard. It also raises questions about what LA will do next. Do they pivot quickly to Vlad Jr.? Do they promote from within? Or do they go after a blockbuster trade themselves? One domino falls, and suddenly the whole offseason shifts. Freeman's move, if it happens, might be the first in a chain reaction that forces every contender to recalibrate. That's how powerful one signing can be. And don't forget, Freeman's departure would leave a huge leadership void in LA. He wasn't just a bat in the middle of the order. He was the veteran, the example. If the Dodgers lose him, it's not just about WAR or OPS. It's about identity. And for the Yankees to be the ones to grab him, that's a message. One that says New York is done watching from the sidelines. They want to run the show again. And maybe, just maybe, this is how they start. So where does this all lead? As of now, it's still technically a rumor. No confirmation, no press release, no handshake at the podium. But all signs are pointing in one direction. Smoke like this doesn't rise unless there's fire. And the chatter is getting louder, more confident, more undeniable. Insiders are saying it's close, that final details are being worked out, that both sides are motivated to get it done. And when that language starts popping up across multiple sources, you start connecting the dots. This isn't speculation anymore. This is anticipation. And it feels like we're on the edge of a franchise-altering moment. Freddie Freeman, the face of loyalty, the heartbeat of the Braves, the respected veteran of the Dodgers, might be putting on the most famous jersey in sports. And if he does, baseball fans better buckle up. Because whether you bleed navy blue or despise everything the Yankees represent, one thing is undeniable. When New York goes big, they go bigger than anyone. This isn't just a deal. It's a message, a power move. And if the ink hits paper, this offseason becomes one for the ages. Stay tuned, because something historic might be coming to the Bronx. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.